Nigga, nah, nigga. Hey, bro, say, nigga, I ain't Mark. You thought, bro. Fuck out of here.
Not too picky and she not too choosy, but sometimes she bougie. I been I'm moving the bit, chill like an alien. Chop with the 50, my Uzi is ready. Anthony Davis, don't deal with the belly.
What's up with the YouTube and welcome back, baby, to another reaction video, bro. Today we're gonna react to Omni-Man versus Homelander. Death battle, dog. Yo, deadass. I'ma have to give it to my boy Homelander. I'm thinking. Reason why I'm gonna give it to the man Homelander, bro, because I feel like Omni-Man should have died plenty of times in the series. Like literally, like he had multiple chances. I think it was like 3 chances he should have died. It was like that Kraken. He was definitely supposed to die because he was getting washed. It was Tim with them 2 robots. I mean, no, it was them 3 robots that what's one called made. I forgot his name. And fucking it was something else, I think. But I feel like he's more easier to die. And then plus when he gets the fake off-brand Justice Leagues, my nigga, like he should have been died. So I feel like you know what I'm saying, Homelander will probably have an advantage because the only person that can really beat Homelander is a clone if y'all haven't watched the series or whatever. But yeah, guys, without further ado, y'all already know what the business is. Like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon to get notifications every time he posts, baby. Know the game. And please share the video, man. But without further ado, let's get into this thing. Get it.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp and Mint Mobile.
Okay.
Omni-Man, the Invincible champion from planet Viltrum.
Homelander, the world's greatest superhero, brought to you by Vought International.
Few heroes have stood the test of time with more aplomb than the very first, Superman. But what if absolute power did, in fact, corrupt absolutely?
Answer, we're all screwed. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Omni-Man. Had you going there for a second, huh?
Not really. His name is in the title of the video.
Well, you might be forgiven for mistaking Nolan Grayson for his classic comic inspiration. He's even got that sexy mustache that he's not afraid to hide with terrible CGI. Born on the planet Viltrum, Nolan was sent to Earth to act as its superpowered alien defender and spread the enlightenment of his utopian homeworld. And
bro, honestly, bro, if y'all haven't watched Invincible, bro, y'all need to watch it. I swear to God, yo, y'all are missing out if you have not watched the show. The shit is fucking amazing. I'm not going to lie. Like when it first, bro, Twitter was raving up the shit, bro. If y'all haven't watched it, please give it a chance. I swear to God, yo, you will definitely enjoy it.
As his superhero alter ego Omni-Man, there was no one better suited to the task. He saved the world countless times, worked alongside the Guardians of the Globe, and even married and had a son, Mark.
Life couldn't be better until Mark inherited his dad's Viltrumite powers. That's when Mark found out that his dad was a stinking rat bastard liar.
Turns out Viltrum wasn't exactly the peaceful utopia Nolan promised.
Peaceful in the sense that they culled half their population, murdering billions with their bare hands until only the strongest were left, united by a common purpose.
This Viltrumite empire then went on to conquer planet after planet in their home galaxy, murdering any who dared oppose them. So just scratch that whole peaceful part entirely.
And turns out Omni-Man was here to do that same thing to Earth. Sorry, Mark. Your dad's a dick.
Even worse, he's easily the most powerful being on the entire planet.
Imagine combining the raw power of a Kryptonian and the bloodlust of a Saiyan, and what you get is basically a Viltrumite.
Due to their unique DNA, Viltrumites are composed of smart atoms that they can manipulate to achieve superhuman feats, like holding their breath for weeks on end by drawing more energy from the oxygen inside them.
Kinda reminds me of that whole bioelectric aura thing Superman has. That's basically how comic writers bullshit a science-y explanation for his powers.
Except smart atoms make even less sense. How can atomic structure be designated by your DNA? DNA is made of atoms. It's completely nonsensical biological hogwash that I cannot stand.
Uh-oh, comics fans. I'm calling this
debunk.
Viltrumites can fly, withstand near absolute zero temperatures, and even possess insane healing factors.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like getting punched through the stomach, having your guts ripped out, or having your face smashed up in a tomato soup. I don't mean to exaggerate, but Viltrumites in this series get fucked up and somehow survive.
However, too much trauma to the brain or heart can overtax their healing factors, and intense heat can be especially damaging.
Even the most powerful Viltrumites can be killed by extended baths in the spicy hot plasma of a star.
And because of their abilities, their inner ear vestibular system is far more sensitive than a regular human's. Intense sonic pressure will disrupt their fragile equilibrium and even prevent them from flying.
Though pushing themselves to their physical limits only ends up making them way stronger. And
I need to start
considering
reading the
Nolan has
comics,
been alive
yo.
and
I really
planet
do
conquering
need to
for
start.
thousands of years, he's easily one of the toughest Viltrumites around. Like, other aliens attacking him will literally splatter their bodies against him. But Mark didn't inherit everything from his dad. Despite his alien genes, Mark was raised as a human with our weak, pathetic human values like love and compassion and not brutally murdering the shit out of everyone you see like a maniac. Really made it difficult for Nolan to relate to his kid.
Such as when these aliens invaded Earth. Mark tried his best to minimize casualties and outsmart his numerically superior foes.
Nolan, meanwhile, tackled their leader through the portal back to their homeworld, then spent some time systematically annihilating their planet for even daring to take Earth from him. Classic generational divide.
Annihilate is underselling it. Nolan flew so fast that his body lit their planet's atmosphere on fire, creating massive country-sized explosions, with his own body as the projectile.
Omni-Man has flown across galaxies in only a week, survived punching a hole through a planet, and even deflected a meteor the size of Texas.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to take my statements back about this nigga, bro. Cause I forgot Omni-Man was strong as a bitch too. Cause I haven't read the comics for both of them. Cause maybe Homelander might be a little bit stronger, but I know it's a case Homelander goes rogue, he got somebody that's gonna take him out. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to be on the same strength as him. Omni-Man, on the other hand, you know, he's pretty strong too, so I really don't know. Unless they did different in the comics versus the show, because I'm pretty sure the comics got way more details and stuff like that. I haven't read any. But I feel like, I don't know, I might have to change my statement before the end of the video. I'm going to have to see though.
Assuming that means the diameter of the meteor is equivalent to the distance from the top of the Panhandle to the Gulf of Mexico. That would make it 1,300 kilometers wide.
And weigh over 4.6 quintillion tons. Moving at re-entry speeds of over 11,000 meters per second, it had hit with enough energy to destroy the moon twice over.
So Omni-Man is strong enough to slaughter those who considered him an ally, the Guardians of the Globe. All to ensure
Oh, that was they called the Guardians of the Globe. Really? I feel like they generally could have won that fight. Like, seriously, they could have ended up winning that fight. Because they basically beat him damn near halfway to exhaustion. He was fucked up. He was badly beat up. But like, if the speedster just would have gone ahead and played defense like they said, played defense, got everybody away at certain times and points when he came to attack them, and then everybody just channel their attacks at, you know what I'm saying, certain different orders, and they do what they needed to do, I feel like they could have ended up beating them. Swear to God. Really feel like they could have ended up beating them because they were strong enough. They had the power. They just didn't have the plan, and they got snuck. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, honestly, Omni-Man could have lost that one. He could have ended up dying or been severely injured.
Seamless a transition to the coming Viltrumite rule as possible.
Too bad for Nolan, it wouldn't be that easy, because he'd have to go through his son first.
Mark was horrified by his father's treachery, spurred on by the reveal that Nolan only viewed his mother as a pet, a disposable broodmare. Invincible fought Omni-Man to save the planet.
And that's when Mark's real Viltrumite training began. Get it? Training? Like the train?
Yes, we get it. It was a good pun. Jesus.
But if anything, it was Omni-Man that learned a lesson about humanity that day.
He may have tried to turn Mark into a Viltrumite, but in reality, as Nolan fled Earth with tears in his eyes, Mark made his father human.
Yo.
Welcome to Vought International, a multi-billion-dollar American conglomerate whose #1 products are the greatest superheroes on the face of the earth.
That's right. Superheroes are real and they're big business.
Imagine
I
a
haven't watched
company
The
that
Boys in a
possesses
minute.
a
I have to come back to
monopoly
the
on
series,
popular
bro.
culture, pumping
I
out
you know,
movies,
watching the
TV
last
shows,
season,
action
I
figures,
think.
and video games constantly, drowning the masses in a slurry of focus-tested nostalgia opium with no end in sight.
Yeah. Imagine.
Within Vought's pantheon of gods among men is their premier super team, the Seven, and its leader, Homelander.
He's got the looks, the charm, the Jesus, and most importantly, he's got the power to slaughter all of America's enemies at home and abroad.
Oh my
This guy
God, damn, did he just rip her jaw? Holy
probably
fuck.
eats freedom and shits evil.
But Homelander's squeaky clean corporate sheen is only skin deep. Far from the big blue Boy Scout he's marketed as, Homelander is probably the closest thing to Lucifer on Earth.
Remember
Exactly.
Bad Future Biff from Back to the Future? Now give him superpowers and media training.
Vought's official story is that Homelander was an alien who landed here as a baby, a tale we're all familiar with.
Well,
And one
you know,
that's
it's
total
like-
bullshit. Homie was made in a lab with Vought's proprietary super soldier serum, Compound V.
And he was a complete success.
Too much of a success. He was murdering rooms of terrified scientists before his umbilical cord was even cut. In the
Damn.
comics, Vought had to keep a remote-controlled hydrogen bomb strapped to him at all times because they had no idea what else could possibly kill him.
As he grew up, he was subjected to psychological conditioning to make him the greatest and most profitable hero of all time.
Okay.
It wasn't long before he
Wow.
debuted as Homelander, the ultimate defender of the American dream.
Homelander possesses massively superhuman strength, speed, and durability. He can fly at hypersonic speeds, see through walls with X-ray vision, and detect a person's emotional state from just the sound of their heartbeat.
Jesus.
But you know you're done
Oh,
for
yeah, I
when he
forgot about
breaks
that.
out his heat vision, which is strong enough to slice through crowds of people or split airplanes in half.
Or screams so loud that it shatters the eardrums of anyone around him.
Those are innocent bystanders
Oh,
whose
yeah.
ears are exploding by
Hey,
the
I
way.
might be right.
Oh, yeah, he totally
I
botched
might
this
be
mission
right.
to stop a plane hijacking.
Hey guys, I might be right. I'm sorry for pausing again. I might be right. Due to him having that shout effect, due to he's saying that they were just telling him about Omni-Man and having how his ears are vulnerable to sound, I feel like he has an edge right now. So it's a possibility that Homelander might have a chance of beating him. Might. Who knows though? He might. You don't know. Might change.
So he forced each and everyone on board to die in the resulting crash so they wouldn't reveal his incompetence.
Well, Homelander's powers may be real, but his heroism is a charade.
Yeah.
Though he plays his part well, he cares nothing for the peons he's forced to protect.
The only thing he treasures is, ironically, his public image. Turns out being raised as a lab experiment doesn't create a healthy person. But don't
Exactly.
worry, he eventually cleaned up his act and started a totally 100% healthy sexual relationship with a fellow superhero who just happened to be an actual Nazi. Speaking of sex, Wiz, you know how I'm always saying we should figure out how Superman and Lois get busy?
Exactly.
Well, forget
'Cause
that, because
how?
Homelander proved that they can't when his ejaculation blew his partner to smithereens.
Jesus
Who proved
Christ.
that?
Look, there's no way to sugarcoat this, considering a human's load has much.
Well, damn. Yo, that is wild.
less
What the
mass than a
fuck?
shotgun pellet, it would have to be moving significantly faster to achieve the same kinetic energy, over 1,500 meters per second, or 4.5 times faster than sound.
That's right.
Damn.
Homelander can bust a nut faster than the speed of sound. Well, good night, everybody. Ooh, kind of sucks for humanity that they made this dude the most powerful being on the planet and a psycho
Exactly.
murderer.
That's no exaggeration. Stillwell even commented that Homelander has proven immune to every weapon known to mankind, no matter how powerful. Humanity literally lacks the ability to kill him.
That'd include nuclear weapons as powerful as the Tsar bomb, which exploded with the energy of 50 megatons of TNT.
Actually, it could have exploded with twice that. But the Soviets who created it were afraid it would irreversibly alter Earth's biosphere and end the world. That's right.
Damn.
We all almost died.
And that's the kind of shit Homelander can shrug off no problem. He's strong enough to throw a jet with one hand and fast enough to outspeed a C4 explosion.
Despite being an emotionally stunted man-child, Homelander is still surprisingly cunning and able to manipulate those around him.
Though it probably wasn't too smart to piss off the world's angriest limey, Billy Butcher. Yeah, turns out forcibly fathering a bastard son with someone else's wife is not a good idea.
Of note, as unjustifiable as it is, to Homelander, this gave him something he never had before. Some small measure of control over his own life.
Being born Vought's star pupil meant he was under their thumb from the day he was born. His superpowered son was the first thing that was truly his and might be his best option for a new beginning. Or not.
This.
Okay, guys, we back here.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's get it.
Howdy, neighbor. Coco? It's warm. You know, Nolan, Homelander is more than just a superhero. It might be cynical to say this, but he's a brand.
Yeah.
And it's very important to me that that brand means something. And if I'm playing second fiddle to some goddamn alien, what's really the point, right? What do you think, Debbie?
Damn.
Nah, she's shy. So, do we have an understanding? Get the fuck out of my country.
Yes, sir! He want all smoke, baby! All smoke! Let's get it!
I'm going to feed you your own heart.
Shit. That was a great line.
Okay.
Country? Seriously? I'm not here for your country.
Get it! Now, listen with the music though, no count. Okay. Hey, nigga, nah, nigga. Hey, bro, say, nigga, I ain't Mark. You thought, bro. Fuck out of here.
Never been hit by someone your own size before? You have to turn with the punch to reduce. Better.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I told y'all, bro. I told you that's gonna be a pure factor in this shit. Told y'all niggas.
What's the matter? Are you going to cry?
Doctor, I'm done with you. I'm gonna flashpoint that little shit son of yours. This worthless neighborhood and every goddamn person you know.
Remember what I promised you. Now swallow. Merry Christmas.
Fuck, man. I can't even be mad though. Now that I'm like seriously thinking about it. Like he has he's not like really nobody to challenge him too. Now that I'm thinking about it. What's has been fighting for years. He has more fighting experience, more everything. The other thing he had was the sound barrier.
KO!
It's only weakness he had on
There's
him.
a god. It sure seems like he was working out some aggression there.
Despite Homelander's dominance within the world of the boys, he's a big fish in a small pond, relatively speaking. Homelander can move faster than sound, while Omni-Man can move faster than light. Homelander can survive a nuke, while Omni-Man can shatter the moon twice over.
To be fair, Homelander did have a couple of abilities Omni-Man didn't, like his heat vision.
And while Viltrumite healing factors have failed against continuous exposure to the heat of stars, that still took quite a bit of time, and there's no reason to think Homelander's heat vision was anywhere near that hot.
Hell, Nolan's tanked heat vision from the superhero Mean Supreme before, who can vaporize people in an instant.
Even if it was hot enough, Omni-Man's superior speed would cut him off before he could do any lasting damage. Similarly, despite being able to disrupt his equilibrium with his supersonic screaming, Homelander wasn't strong enough to capitalize on it in any meaningful way.
Plus, while Homelander is pretty devious when the situation calls for it, Omni-Man has been fighting and conquering worlds for thousands of years. He comes from a warrior culture based on fighting. Homelander, on the other hand, comes from a test tube and never had to push himself as a fighter because he was always so much stronger than everyone else.
And that's the key difference between them. One is a warrior, and the other is a bully. Homelander was never going to give up easy, but Omni-Man's skill, power, and Viltrumite heritage earned him the win.
When it comes to Superman knockoffs, Homelander had to eat his heart out.
The winner is Omni-Man.
That one, I'm not even mad at, bro. Not even mad at whatsoever. Not even mad at whatsoever. Cause I didn't factor that in. Cause like real talk, yeah. Homelander hasn't had nobody to ever challenge him. Like somebody that can literally just push his limits. He hasn't had that. On the other hand, like you said, they've been fighting for thousands of fucking years, yo. So like, it's easy for Omni-Man to get that dub. So I can definitely see why Omni-Man would have the edge. And then plus his healing factor too. I was like, damn. I was like, only reason I said, I was like, damn, he got that edge maybe with the weakness. But I forgot also, this nigga don't know how to fucking fight. He ain't got to fight nobody. He ain't fought shit. This nigga's a bitch, really. So like, it's crazy, man. Yo, that was Omni-Man versus Homelander, bro. Death Dog, bro. If y'all want to see me react to any more in the future, bro, let me know in the comments down below. What a guy, yo. Y'all know I got y'all. Anything else, man. But yeah, guys, without further ado, y'all already know what the business is. J Killer's out, baby. Peace.